Hello there, everyone. How you guys doing? Oh, I didn't have the mouth going. Hello there, everyone, and welcome. My name is Kevtendo, and today I'm going to be doing another talkie talk video, kind of like the Attack on Titan World one I just did recently, but for today it's going to be inside of a school. So the reason why I'm doing today's video in school is because it's been almost 10 years since I graduated high school. It's been a long, weird time. It's weird because it's like I feel the same, right? Like I feel the same as I did when I was in high school. You know, I feel the same. I don't feel like, and I don't think like that. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I stay positive about everything, and I try to have fun, as much fun as I can. Like whenever I can. Sorry, I can't take the gorilla seriously. But it's been almost 10 years, and it's been weird. And it's been, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like it feels, it feels like part of my life is like missing, kind of. I think that's just because, I spent like I started school when I was 4, right? 4. I started school when I was 4 years old. And I graduated when I was 17. So I spent my 4th year in school and then my 17th year in school. So technically that's 14 years, right? Like that's including the 4th year. And like that's a big part of your life. Like that is a big part of your life. Like I haven't even reached like how do I say it? 14 years, that means like pretty much almost half of my life was in school. And then the other half has been out of school, right? It's I don't know. It's so weird. Maybe I should move while I'm talking. I'm inside of a school. You can see here, we got like a bunch of different classrooms. This is like this is the old Vroid like school. I remember I came to this one back in 2019 because this was like the school. There were a couple school ones or whatever, but like they got some classrooms and stuff. They got like, oh geez, it's so jittery in here. They got like pens and stuff, so like you can grab pens and you can like draw on the chalkboard and stuff. Oh, that is not as good. This is the old vrchat world like pen stuff. Let me get the how do I erase? All right, well whatever. It'll do its thing, I guess. Wait, it's on one now. Huh, that's weird. Well, whatever. But yeah, I've been in this world before. It's again 2019, it's been a long time ago. But I came here because, that was like a few years after I graduated. And now here I am almost, 10 years after having graduated school. And like it's I don't know. It's you're going to keep hearing me say it, but it feels weird. I guess if I were to say it like this, I don't think it's that like I miss like the academic side of school, obviously, because schools don't really make the academic side of school like fun. It's like boring. Um, it doesn't like it's a thing of like getting good grades isn't really like rewarded, but getting bad grades is like discouraged, kind of. I don't think it's like good, right? I don't think the education system's that good. But because I remember I was in school and I would like always wonder, and I would always wonder if you're taking a test or you're taking like a quiz, and you have like let's say math, right? A lot of kids don't seem to like math. I love math. Uh it was fun, and I'd say math isn't as hard as people make it out to be, but I never really understood why, if you get answers wrong, like on the homework, on the quizzes, and on the test, why doesn't the school, like, you know, go like, well, you got them wrong, so we'll give you, the chance to get the ones you got wrong. We'll give you the chance to get them right. Like essentially like you got them wrong, we'll have you take it so that we can try to get like the best grades possible, I guess, rather than it just being you got these wrong and that's just going to negatively affect your grade and there's nothing you can do about that. We're done with this test, we're done with this quiz. The ones you got wrong, you just got them wrong. Now we're just going to move on to the next thing. And it's like, why not focus on the things that they got wrong? And then, work with them on how to get it right. And it could have been things like maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they misread a number or something. Misread. I don't these facial expressions. Look at this one. Look at the hold on. That's not it. Oh, there we go. I got the got like the big googly eyes or whatever. It was just like stuff like that didn't really it didn't sit well with me when I was in school. So the academic side, I don't like miss that part. I didn't really talk with a lot of other kids. I had like my friend group, and then I really only talked to them. I didn't really, engage with people outside of the friend group or whatever. But I didn't engage with people, but I like kind of being in that environment where you have other people around with like, they're there for similar reasons or they might have similar interest. Or you just have people around, right? Like you just have people around. I was talking with my friend about this. We were just talking about, like school and stuff. Like over the weekend, we were just talking about that. And he was talking about how like he liked the environment and like having people around and stuff, and the example I was giving was kind of like going to the library. Like if you go to a public library, you're not really engaging with the other people at the library, but it's nice, kind of being in a space where you know that there are other people, as long as it's they're not like as long as they're not like being degenerates or whatever. That's always the one part I don't like about like social stuff is like the whole degeneracy stuff. Even when I was in school, I didn't like it. But I don't know. I was ahead of my time. But I miss that environment. It's kind of like right here in the classroom, like, you know, as opposed to me like sitting at my desk, oh, if I can get turned without it lagging, as opposed to me like, sitting at my desk in my room to like draw pictures and stuff or whatever. I would be here in I'd be here in school, grab the camera. I would be here in school and I would just be like drawing at my desk. This is weird. Can I this is Avatar. I'm sorry. It's so weird. But like I would be here like drawing at my desk. I could either be like at the front over there on the far left, I could be the front in the middle, I could be in the back row here, or I could be somewhere like I could be, one seat ahead and then two over to the right or whatever, like that one right there. I could be over there and I could just be like doing my own thing. And you'd have like let's say you have kids going down the hallway or walking in and out of like the classroom and stuff, just doing their own thing. The environment's just I don't know. I don't know. It's I think that's one thing that's like school provides, I guess. It's like it's an area that allows for like social interaction with people your age. And I mean like in-person interaction, not like online interaction. Um Not that it's always a good thing. I think there are, cases where it's a bad thing. My friend my friend always goes like, "Geez," whenever I say this, but I always say that like when I was in school and just how like schools kind of seem now from like an outside perspective is that it seems less like an institute for learning and it seems more just like a daycare, like a glorified daycare to like babysit kids while their parents are away at work. But like I always tell my friend that the when I see school, it's like it's less of an institute for learning and it's more just like a social war zone. Because you have like all these, angry people, angry kids. Um they don't like the fact that people aren't like an exact clone of them, and that makes them feel insecure, and then they try to be clones of everyone else so that they can try to like blend in or be like a social chameleon, essentially, like, just, keep changing to blend in with the environment for safety, I guess. I don't know, so that like you don't get so that you're not the one that's like outcast, or and you're not the one being targeted or something. I saw that so much when I was in school, and I was just like, it's just sad. I don't know. I didn't even want to go to school during my senior year. I got like sick in my senior year. I still don't know what it was, but I was out for like an entire week, right? Let me go ahead and move so I'm not just sitting at the desk the whole time. I was out of school for like an entire week my senior year. Um, and I don't know what it was. I was sick, like I was like throwing up and stuff, and I think I lost like 16. I didn't know I could grab the bags. I think I lost like 16 pounds when I did that too, which was like weird. Actually, I kind of want to hold the bag now. Can I hold it like a model? All right. So I got sick. I lost like 16 pounds over the course of that week. I don't know what it was. Um, and I went back to school. And I was like, so far behind because we had like 7 classes a day, and I was like an entire week behind. And I had to do like homework on top of like making up for testing quizzes on stuff that I wasn't there for them to teach. And it's like, how am I supposed to do like tests and quizzes on things I haven't been taught because I wasn't here, whatever. We went to the office, and I was wondering about like, trying to do the rest of my school year just doing school at home or something. I don't know. Um, I just didn't like being in the school. I didn't like people being like so rude and disrespectful to the teachers. And I would sit there and see like, kids act up because they feel like, you know it feels like they're always in a situation where they're backed into a corner, right? That's what it always seems like. It always seems like they're like in a situation where they're backed into a corner, but it's a corner that they put themselves in. Like, you have a kid um not paying attention in class. The teacher even politely asks them to, quiet down. And then the kid feels like they need to, like, I don't know, act tough against the teacher for, telling them to quiet down. And then they, like, out of spite, don't listen to the teacher. And then they end up, like, getting bad grades as a result. They're not paying attention. They're not trying to learn. And then they, like, double down on, like, ignoring the teacher and stuff. I didn't like that. Um, I didn't like how the kids treated other kids. I don't know. I don't think I'm good for like social stuff. I don't think I'm good for social stuff. I'm wearing wearing a gorilla suit, holding a bag, saying I'm not good at social stuff. We went to the office, right? And we went to like talk to the principal or like the vice principal, whoever it was. Um, and they ended up setting me up where instead of doing like a full day of school, because during my second year of high school, I already had all the credits I needed to graduate. I just didn't have the classes like that were apparently required, and I couldn't have them because they were like required. What is it? Freshman, sophomore. There was required junior classes you had to take, and then there was required senior classes that you had to take. And I'm gonna turn because I think I'm getting lagged out from whatever's over there. I don't know. Something's really lagging me. So because I didn't have those required classes, I couldn't like, graduate early or whatever. But during my senior year, they like cut out all the classes that I did not need to graduate. And I only had to show up to school at like 12, right? Like at noon, I had to go in pretty much lunchtime. I would go in and then I would have like 3 classes a day, 3 or 4 classes a day. And I actually enjoyed that better because I was like I wasn't at school as much, but I don't know. I always try to like put my arms behind my back like I'm a wise man. But I just didn't like, I don't know. over the years I didn't like parts of school, but I do miss kind of being in that environment where, you're around other students, you're around other people your age or whatever. I guess what I would like to be, like if they had like a building or something where you could show up and there were like people looking to do similar things. Like I do content creation on YouTube, right? I record for video games or like this one, or I do things like art, even if it was just art, and I'm not like talking college. I mean like just a place where you could go where there are like other artists and stuff. I think I would like that. I think that would be pretty interesting to do. But I would say that that's probably the main aspect of school that I've missed. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so laggy. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I'm wondering if I should cut out one of the recording things because I'm not like really using the first person thing here, so most of it's going to be on the third person. So I could probably cut out. I can probably cut out the one. So we'll try that. We'll try that. Yeah, that one's a little bit better. Oh no, I'm just as laggy. Oh my goodness. I don't get why it's so laggy. I'm sorry if this video like um I lose my train of thought and I start thinking about other something else, or I don't like connect the points. I'm trying to keep it on track. But yeah, so I would just say it's weird because it feels like that's a big, part of your life that's just kind of gone. And then like life after that part's just like it's completely different. I don't mean to like make this video and try and like, I don't know, scare anyone who might be graduating soon or something. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just saying it's like a weird feeling. I would say pretty much every year since I've graduated, I've had pretty much every month since I graduated, I've had at least like one dream where I was like still in school. And it's always like weird, the dream, because it's like I remember like the first year after I graduated, I would have dreams where like I was getting on the school bus or something, but I could just decide if I was going to go to school or not. Because it's like, well, I already technically graduated, and for some reason in this dream world universe, after you graduate, you can still like keep going to high school. It's so weird. Um, but like it was essentially there's like 12th grade, and then like every grade past that was like optional, and you could show up if you wanted or not or whatever. And then like you would have like there'd be like 13th grade, and it wasn't like college. It was just like high school plus. So there'd be like 13th grade and there would be like the 13th graders, which would be like the kids I graduated with, and some of them had like left to go on to college, and then like the other half of them like stayed behind to like do high school 2.0, 13th grade. And it was weird, like we had our own classes, our own classrooms and stuff, and then like the next year it was like 2 years after graduation, and there were like kids still going to school. Like those are the dreams I had. It was always weird, but it was always like the kids I went to school with, and I like vividly remembered what they looked like, what they sounded like, even like how they walk. When I was less of a talker in school and I was more of like an observer, so I could tell which kids were around me without even looking at them based on like who was talking or how they were talking. I would like know like, okay, that's that kid, they're like behind me. Or I'd like walk in the hallway and I'd see like early in the morning there'd be kids with like hoodies with like their hood up and stuff, and they're walking in front of me, and I could tell who it was just by like how they walked and stuff. I'm like, okay, I know who that kid is, I know who that kid is. It was stuff like that. So like whenever I would have like the dreams, it was like it was them, right? It wasn't like I was like misremembering how someone looked or something. It was like vividly, it was them. So I don't know, it was always weird. And I still have them. But it's like every once in a while that like I'll have a dream where I'm like back in school, or I'm somewhere else, but there are kids from school. And I've like seen some of the kids since graduating. I've seen them like when I was at work, they would like, come into work, shop at the store, and I'd see them like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Stuff like that. I just had one recently where one of the kids I went to school with, I had a couple, they sent me like friend request on Facebook, and then the other one messaged me saying that they were creating like a Facebook group for like our graduating class and stuff. So I guess they're trying to like invite all the kids or round up all the kids who graduated in our year, and they were so like they messaged me with that, and were like let me know about that too. But like I don't know, it's just so weird. And the other thing is with like the kids that I went to school with, they're not kids now. I always say kids. I call people when they're even when they're like 20 and like when they're 21 and like 22 and 23, I still say kid. It makes me sound like I'm like really old. It makes me sound like I'm like 40 or something. I don't know. And that sorry if you're 40, I don't mean like you're really old, but like it makes me sound older that I'm saying people who are like 22 and 23, I still call them kids. It's weird. But the people I went to school with, it's a weird I have like a weird perception of the people I went to school with, where while I didn't engage with like the majority of them, I still knew them because I went to school with them, 5 days a week. How do I say this? From like fourth grade, or sorry, from preschool and kindergarten, and then first grade through fourth grade, I did schooling in one city. And then after fourth grade, we moved to another city where I started like my fifth grade year. And we had like our house built out there, and um, moved there for like fifth grade. So like it was a brand new school, and it was at like an elementary school. Some of the kids that I went to school with in the middle school and then the high school, I also had and went to school with at that elementary school. Some of them were in my class, some of them were in other classes. So from like fifth grade to 12th grade, right? So that's like 7 years. I went to school with the same people 5 days a week for 7 years. And the perception I have of them is even though I didn't really engage with them, like I didn't really talk with them, I kind of kept my distance from a lot of them. A lot of them I didn't want to socialize with either, just because a lot of them I didn't agree with like the actions that they had or like the personalities or the things that they would brag about and stuff. Like I would say like I didn't find it like impressive or not really something I wanted to like engage with or whatever. Oh my goodness, this is so laggy. But in a weird way, and I think it's because I went to school with them for so long, in a weird way, they kind of felt like family, I guess. Like you see your family all the time. Maybe not like direct, like family or like immediate family, like the ones you like live in the house with or whatever, but like cousins or something like that kind of like like cousins you see every once in a while or whatever. Though I guess in school you see them 5 days a week. But in a weird way, I kind of viewed them as like family. And even now I would say I still like view them as family. I hope they're like doing okay. I hope they're safe. Um I hope, they're healthy, I guess. There've been a couple who have like passed away and stuff, which is like really sad. But like I've in a weird way I kind of view them as like a family kind of. And it's just weird. I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna if I can get to it. Oh my goodness. It's so laggy here. I can't even open up the expressions. I'm trying to pull out some pineapple because I can eat the pineapple. There we go. It is so laggy. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. Maybe I need to like reload the world or something. Or maybe I just need to find one that's just a classroom. Maybe I should try that. I can barely even open up my menu. It got so laggy, I don't know why. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in VR. Oh no. Good thing I got an avatar that can spawn food. But I don't want to be a gorilla. Oh, I did it. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, this world's running significantly better. Look at how smooth this is. Now, this is the home world. I'm going to try and find another school. I wonder if it's just because that VR world um is old, so it's like very unoptimized or something. Like it's not optimized for like modern VR chat. So we'll see if I can find another one. All right. Well, this world is way smoother. It's significantly smoother. Oh, good, there's lighting. Oh, this is the bathroom. I'm not looking for the bathroom. I'm looking for a classroom. Here's a classroom. I'll go over here. There's a classroom. So I just picked a midnight school. Oh my goodness, this is so much better. It's so much smoother here. But yeah, like as I was saying, when it comes to like the kids I went to school with, in a weird way, I would kind of consider them family. I can pick up the chair. Sit. There we go. Now I can sit. This is so weird looking. You know what I've always wanted to do? Sorry, I'm pointing out. I'm pointing out at the window is what I'm trying to do. I've always wanted to. I've always wondered what it's like on the inside of a school at night, and I always viewed it as being like a horrifying thing, like a I don't know. I wouldn't want to go to school for like the horror element, but I would like to, go to school at nighttime. I know at my first school, like the one I went from like preschool to fourth grade at, I know that they had activities because it was like a private school and they had like activities. I remember they had like you like throw the ball, like someone's sitting inside the chair and there's like a ball pit under them. Sometimes it's water, but there's like the ball pit under them and you're supposed to like, throw the ball and hit the little target and then it like drops their chair and stuff. They had that in the gymnasium. They had like that, like, dual staff jousting thing where like you hold a stick in your hand. Hold on. You hold a stick in your hand. I like this avatar. All right, but like you'd hold a stick in your hand, and like the top part up here would be cushioned, and then there's like a bottom part that was cushioned, and you're supposed to like, fight someone or whatever, and like knock them off of their like little post that they're standing on, whatever. They had stuff like, geez, they had stuff like that when I was at my old school. So we were there at nighttime, but it wasn't like, in the school kind of walking around, at night. Like nighttime, not like where the hallways are dark. I've been in my old school where the hallways were dark because uh my private school that I went to was like a Catholic school, so they had a church as part of the school, and we go to church every Sunday, and because like and we'd get there early because like my mom sang in the choir. So we'd get there early. So like me and my older brother, we'd like go into the like we go out of the church part of the school and we go into like the back hallway, and like it was always dark because school wasn't open. So and we could turn on the lights and stuff, but we didn't learn that until like after a couple of years. But like we used to like race from one end of the hallway down to the other and stuff. It was kind of like we had our own open like little play school, I guess, or whatever. Like we could, there was some rooms that were open that you could go in, and we'd sit in there and like play the Game Boy Advance, or we'd go into like the staircases and stuff. Let me go ahead and see if I can find a staircase here in the world. But we had like staircases and stuff that like we would go to. Oh, I guess there is a staircase here, so we can go up to the second floor. It would actually be it would be darker than this. Actually, look at this. Look at this hallway. This is the hallway I'm talking about. It was a hallway just like this. It's, it sounds like the opening to like a murder case. It was a hallway like just like this, and it was like just as long. Well, it wasn't just like this, but because we didn't have like glass or whatever. It was on like the first floor. We had like rooms to the left and like stairs to the right and stuff, and and like bathroom and stuff. But like we wouldn't have the lights on, and we'd run from one end, like this end, and we'd run all the way down to the other end. But it was also dark down there, so we'd quickly run back because we thought something was gonna grab us. But we'd do that, or we'd go over to like the staircase, and we'd like, we'd go over to the staircase. I hit my bed, and we'd like sit on the staircase, and we'd play like our Game Boy SPs and stuff, or Game Boy Advance, because that's what was there at the time. Um, because we couldn't play our GameCube, because GameCube was at home. But like we would do that. Oh, is this gonna lead up to another floor? Or is this just like a staircase that doesn't lead anywhere? I'm not liking this. Oh, these are doors here. We had doors like this. I mean, not like this, but there was like doors and gates blocking some of the stairs, so you couldn't go up there. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Oh my goodness. Look at what I see. This is. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Oh, how do I show you guys what I'm seeing right now? Hold on. Um, oh my goodness. I don't like that. Is it in mask? Is it in mask? UI. Okay, look at this. Do you see what's up there? There's a player name tag up there. It says John Doe. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate that. Why? Why is there a player? Why? Why is that there? I don't like that. That's so scary. Oh, wait a minute. Because of how because of how VR chat works now. Let me get the flying camera out, right? Oh, you can see my little thing. We can turn it around. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, and there's a clock. Oh, why is there a nameplate? Hi, I'm still down here. If you didn't know, I'm still. Why? Why is that there? Oh my goodness. Is this like a horror map? Did I accidentally join a horror map? Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna get out of here. This is exactly the feeling I had. Oh, I actually do not like that. I'm actually creeped out by that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die in VR. This is exactly why we go to like the first set of stairs because there was a door that led to the outside, but we would not go up the other stairs. We would not go up them at all. In fact, even when I came up here, I don't know if you see it in the window. This thing I'm pointing at right here, I thought that was like a Scream character. Like I thought that was like a white mask and like a black cloak when I came up here when I first saw this. I don't like that at all. I'm getting shivers. I don't like that at all. Why is that there? Why is there a nameplate? Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, I don't feel safe in this world anymore. I feel like something's gonna pop up and scare me. Yeah, so I've always wanted to go to school during the night. And obviously with other people there, but not like the whole school, obviously. Otherwise it would just be regular school in the dark. But like have hallways and stuff lit up like this. Oh, we had those ceiling tiles. We had those exact same ceiling tiles. You know the ones. If you went to school, you know the ones. You've seen some like this probably. But yeah, I just always thought that that would be interesting to go to a school at nighttime. If you see anything like chasing me, please let me know. This is a private world, right? So there should not be anyone else in here. But oh, there aren't rooms past here. Oh my goodness, you guys watch my back, please. Why does that say there's two people in it? I don't like this. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, I hate that so much. I hate it so much. And then I keep seeing my own reflection in the friggin' mirrors every single time. And I hate it. If I could like redo school, I would not I would definitely the things I hear about modern school, I would not want to do modern school. Like at all. I would not want to do modern school. Um oh, there's an open window, so we could have gotten into the school that way. That's the girls' bathroom. I'm not allowed in there. So if I could redo school, I wouldn't want to do modern school. I'd like want to do the school that I went back to, but I would I'd be able to view it from like a better perspective. I don't think I would put up with as much. Like there are times where when it comes to adults, like behavior wise, adults act the same way that kids do. Just adults just have larger expectations. Like there's more that's expected of them and they have a lot more responsibilities. But like that's why you have, like this isn't a good example, but that's why you have like the hashtag Karens and hashtag entitled parents kind of stuff or whatever. Sometimes you get teachers that are very immature, right? I don't think I would put up with that. Like if I could go back and redo school with like what I know now, and then also I don't think I would try to graduate school sooner. I think I would just try to I would focus less on like the academic side. And then, focus more on like, maybe using that time to like let's say doing YouTube, like starting YouTube when I was in school or something. Like maybe doing that or something rather than doing it like, however many years after I graduated. Doing that maybe maybe I could socialize better because I would, know a lot more and maybe I might be able to like help other kids or something. Like since doing YouTube, um I've been how do I say this? I've been more, like looking for success in other people, like looking to help other people succeed. So like, if someone's like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this." Well, I know that like, "Oh, well, it's so easy now." Well, it's so easy now, but I know how to like find solutions to things. So maybe, cuz a lot of kids they go through like a lot of um they go through like a lot of experiences and they don't like they're not mentally equipped to like deal with like a lot of situations and stuff. Maybe I could help more kids and maybe I could create a wave of YouTubers. No, like help people find like the more creative side of life or something. Like, what do you like to do? You like to sing? There's going to be jobs in the future for you to do that. YouTube, you can do that. You can sing. There are plenty of people who do that. You like art. There are plenty of people who like make jobs for themselves doing art, online and stuff or whatever. So maybe like encouraging that in like other students or something, maybe getting to know the other students better and see like, what do they like to do? Maybe help them find something. Maybe it might lead them down a different path or something in life. I don't know. It's so weird that it grabbed it just perfectly. I would not want to be a teacher. I don't think I'd want to be a teacher. I don't think it's worth it. Oh my goodness. I didn't like when like I said earlier, I didn't like when the kids would like be disrespectful to the teachers and stuff. Um I just didn't like that. And I felt sorry for those teachers. I felt sorry for the teachers I went to school with, just because they have to deal with, you know, hundreds of kids on a daily basis, right? And a lot of them are like spoiled, a lot of them act up. Um Especially because it's like not their parents, because you know the kids, they act up and they try to act all cool and stuff when it comes to like other kids, or especially when it comes to adults, because they know that adults can't like do anything, so they try to like act up and they try to like act tough. But the moment their parents get involved, they're like, oh no, it wasn't me. I feel ridiculous as this gorilla. So like, because of those kids, I would not want to be a teacher. I feel like there has to be, I don't know. I feel like teachers, they should just be able to kick kids out of the class. Go like, if you're not here to learn, you're not here to learn, then you don't have to show up to class or something or whatever. Because I know there's the whole like, you would get parents that would go like, well, for my I'm paying for my kid to go to this school so they can get educations, and I'm like, it's education. it's it's education, not education. So we know they ain't getting one from home. But I feel like the teachers needed more tools at their disposal. Again, if the student doesn't want to learn and they're just going to keep disrupting the class, I know there's the whole like go stand out in the hallway or something, but like if it's a thing where they're always being disruptive or something, I think a teacher should be able to just kick them out of the class. Kick them out of the class, then have like a discussion with their parents about like how disruptive the kid is, and if like the kid's not going to behave, then they can't go back to the class. You know, I mean, obviously, parent will just want to take their kid out of the school, but it's like it's not the school's fault. It's the kid's fault for like, you know, no matter what school you send them to, if they're being disruptive and like that doesn't change, then they're not, it doesn't matter what school you put them in. Like it's not the school that's the problem. It's the kid needs to learn how to behave is the main thing. So just, I don't know. Can I grab chalk? Oh, I can grab chalk. Why am I stuck? There we go. Let me turn around here. I got my pink. Oh, I got the wrong end of the chalk. uh, what was that? Why did the lights go dim? Did you see that? I feel like the lights dimmed for a second. Oh no. I hope that's the facing the right way for you. I hope it's not like backwards or whatever. Oh my goodness. That's in case I get attacked, because I don't trust this school anymore. Not with John Doe being in the stairwell. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go look out the classroom really quick. Oh no. Oh, oh, I wish I could close these doors. I wish I could close the windows too. My goodness. School's a nightmare. I just want to go to a daytime school. Do they do pack lunches anymore? Like, does anyone pack their lunch anymore? I absolutely would. Right? Get those pizza rolls, get some, well, they'd be cold. What could be eaten cold? You know what? You could go buy like macaroni salad and stuff, and that's cold. And then you can put that in a lunchbox, and that would be cold. So then when lunchtime comes around, you just go to your locker, you get your lunch, you get your goods, and then you go to the lunchroom and you eat your lunch. I don't know. I wonder what school lunch is like now. School lunch was like it was meh, right? It was meh. I gotta figure out there. Oh, you're over there. Okay, I was looking for the camera. It was always kind of meh. Like it was always the food wasn't hot. It was like warm, right? It was warm, like warm pizza. Like the cheese wasn't like stretchy or whatever, and it was always like it was like the square shaped pizza. They always had like the square pizza, and it was never hot. It was never hot. I used to do pack lunches. I used to do pack lunches from when I was in preschool to when I was man, I think seventh grade was when no. Yeah, I think seventh grade was when I stopped doing pack lunches. So from preschool to sixth grade, I did pack lunch, and like oh man, if you were in the early 2000s, if you saw like those like Pringles stacked commercials or whatever, where they had like the small like little case or whatever that had like a small like little stack of chips in it. They had like the original ones. They had like the original ones. They had like the sweet and sour onion ones, and they had commercials for it. I just saw one of those commercials because I was watching like a Fox box thing on YouTube. Like it was like, oh, welcome to the Fox box, battle for the Fox box or whatever. That was my Saturday morning cartoons. It had like the full airings for the show for like one weekend. It was like from 7 a.m. to like 12. So it was essentially like a 5 hour long video, but it also included like the advertisements and stuff. You can find them on YouTube. There's some Fox box stuff. But I saw the commercial again, and that reminded me of it. Where it was like the kid, he's sitting at the lunch table, and he's like all cool and stuff, and he's got like his Pringles sitting right in front of him. How do I? Can I grab this eraser? Can. So he had like his little Pringles thing sitting right in front of him, and he's just sitting there like all smug and and he's like, "What do you got?" And then there's like the other kids sitting across the table because all the kids are trying to convince him to like give them the Pringles thing. So there's the one kid who's like, "I'll do your homework for a week," and he's like, "Nope." And and he was like, "A month, a whole month, 2 months, or whatever." And then like he's like, and then and then there's the girl at the school. She's like, "I'll be your girlfriend." He's like, "Nope." It's like that kid ain't no simp. And then there's the other kid that comes up, and like the kid looks at him and he's like, "Oh, it's another one. I'm not gonna trade with him." And then the other kid comes up and he's like, "Bam!" He's got like the sweet and sour onion ones, and they're like, "Deal!" And they shake on it and they like trade their Pringle cans and stuff. I would have much rather just taken the original one. I used to eat sweet and sour chips, whenever I go to visit my aunt. When I used to like, me and my brother used to go stay at one of my aunt's houses. Um, and they had like a pool and stuff or whatever. And I remember they had sweet and sour onion chips, and that was like my first time having them. And my goodness, did I ate that bag. What is this? Is this like a attendance sheet? So my mom used to like cook pizza rolls. I don't know. She most likely did them in the oven, not the microwave. But she used to get me like pizza rolls, and she'd like warm them up before school, and then she'd put them in the lunchbox. So like they would go cold, right? But they were edible. Like you could eat them. Well, I ate them cold. I don't. She used to put that in there. She used to give me like those like little squeeze tubes of yogurt and stuff. The Pringles, a bologna sandwich. I used to always eat bologna sandwiches. I have not had a bologna sandwich in a long time. Oh my goodness. It has been such a long time since I had a bologna sandwich. I forgot all about those. I used to get those. What else was there? Was there something else? Hmm. What else was in there? What did I drink? What did I drink bug juice or something? What did I have? It was not bug juice. Maybe I got like those, oh, it was like those Capri Sun things. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like those Capri Sun things where you have like the little yellow straw in the plastic and you like rip off the straw and you just like, whoops, I didn't mean to grab my camera. You just like stab it into the thing. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that's what I used to have. And that was like my lunch for like a long time. And then I started getting like the school lunches in middle school. Because like all the other kids got, school lunch. I never drank the milk though. I never got milk. Um, because I'm lactose intolerant. Allegedly. Sometimes I think my doctor just didn't want me to have chocolate and cheese or whatever because they had dairy in it or something. I don't know. I don't know, whatever it was. And I eat chocolate all the time. I love cheese. But I never really liked drinking milk growing up. So like I never drank it because I was always told I was lactose intolerant, which I didn't really understand what that meant because like I didn't feel any different. Like I put milk in my cereal. I mean, I guess I wasn't drinking it, but I put like milk in my cereal. I had yogurt, I had cheese, I had like a bunch of dairy stuff, right? So like, I don't know. So whenever I would get like the school lunch, I either wouldn't get the milk or if it came with the milk, I just gave the milk to someone else because I didn't like drinking it. It was just like it didn't taste good. I don't know. When I was in high school, I drank the chocolate milk because that was at least tolerable for me because like I just didn't like the taste of milk. I just I don't know. It didn't taste good. It was no juice. I'd much rather have juice than milk. But I at least drank the chocolate milk when I was in school. I at least drank that because it was tolerable. It was chocolate milk. I don't know. But just overall, the school lunches were just very bland and it didn't taste that good. I mean, it was something to eat, but I mean, it got to a point where like I wasn't even getting the school lunches anymore. I was just like go over to like the little snack thing, and then instead of using the lunch money for you know lunch, I would instead use it for. Can I move the chair while I'm on it, or am I gonna like freak myself out? Hold on. Let me reposition this so I'm facing more towards you, like all cool like. I don't like this gorilla. So what I'd end up doing was I just ended up taking like the lunch money and instead of like using it on like the school lunch, I instead just got like the snacks and stuff. Like I got like the hot Cheetos, but it wasn't I got like the hot Cheetos and like the Powerade. Like that was my lunch. Like my senior year of high school, that was my lunch. Was hot Cheetos and Powerade. And that was it. But it wasn't even like hot Cheetos. It was like the baked ones. I never really liked the baked stuff. I'd like to try them now and see. But they always tasted different. Like you had like the Lay's chips, and then you got like the baked ones, and it was like here's Lay's barbecue chipped, and then here's like the baked barbecue chips. And I don't get what the difference of them was supposed to be, but I got like the baked hot Cheetos. I'd get like a bag, and I'd eat that for lunch, and then I get like another bag or something, and then I just take that to like my next class, and I just like eat them while I was in class, even though we weren't supposed to have food in class. Well, that's just what I would do. Because the way our school did lunch was like you would have A lunch, B lunch, and then C lunch. And like A lunch happened, how did that go? It would be like after third period, kids would go to A lunch, and then they'd be there for half an hour, while kids in B lunch and C lunch would just go to like their fourth period. And then the kids from A lunch would finish up lunch after like a half an hour, and then the bell would ring, and then they would go to their fourth period, while the B lunch kids would in the middle of class, the bell would ring, and then we would like get up, like out of the class. Like we'd get up, we'd leave our stuff in the classroom, and then we'd go to have B lunch, right? So like that was like in the middle of class. So we had like a half an hour class, and then we had a half an hour lunch, and then we went back to class for after lunch for the other half an hour, so that we had like the hour long class. And then after our lunch, the kids in C lunch would then go to class, where they'd have their fourth period, then they'd go to C lunch, and then after that they'd go to like their fifth period. Whatever it was, it worked out so that like everyone had a third period, everyone had a fourth period, and then everyone had like fifth period class. But yeah, I'd like go back in the classroom and just eat my lunch or whatever. And then like my senior year, I had like B lunch or whatever. So I'd drive to the school because I was going in at like the last like quarter of the year. I only had to go to school at like 12, and then I'd stay there from like 12 to 3. So I really only had like three classes a day for like 3 hours. And so I just drive to school, go into lunch, have lunch. That was nice. Go to school, and the first thing I do at school is have lunch. And then I'd go and finish up the other three classes I had. So it was pretty cool, but I don't know. School lunches are just meh. Oh, my Quest 2's battery is low. Uh-oh. This is a long recording then, man. Also, my Quest dies much faster. I used to be able to get like 2 hours out of it. When I first got it, like I'd play for 2 hours and then I'd charge for 2 hours and I go right back to playing for another 2 hours. Now it only lasts for like an hour and 10 minutes. Like the battery's been, drained from being used over the past year. So the battery's kind of worn out. So ooh, I just hit my mic on my desk. I'm really close to my desk. I don't know why. What the heck? How did this happen? So I think I would say I do miss school, but again, like I said, not really the academic side of things, more just like the environment, I guess, kind of thing. Um, I don't know. Maybe I need to like, find people to like make creative stuff with, and that'll kind of like put me, I don't know. Not I don't want to make it sound like oh I need to put myself in a better mind space or state of mind or something or whatever. It's more just like I don't know. I would like to see what it's like to like be in an environment like that again now that I'm older or something or whatever. Yeah, but I don't know. Being out of school is different. Ooh, okay, we're good. You ever have that thing where you're in the bathroom, right? And you look in like a mirror and like you see your own reflection in the mirror and you think it's gonna like reach out and grab you. You ever have that? It's so ugh. I kind of like, I look and I smile at my reflection. I'm like, I know what you're thinking. And I like try to keep my hands away from it. I definitely don't want to be in like a bathroom with a mirror and then I like turn out the lights because then I think it's gonna like crawl out of the mirror and get me or try or the worst thing is like that it's going to reach out, grab you, and then pull you in and then trap you in the mirror while it like comes out and then like replaces you or something. It's I don't know. I don't know. I used to think that a lot, and then every once in a while, I'm like, haha, yeah, hi, hey. But yeah, all right. Well, I don't know if there's anything I left out. Um, Let me see if I can think really quick. I didn't really do like any activities just because my Quest 2 said it was gonna die, but I think I have some more time left. But um, I didn't really do like any school activities. Like I joined cross country, which is like the running thing, not like the fast running, but like the long running. Like the one that you don't want to do. Because because like my second year of high school, my friend went to the high school, and like he was new to the high school, and his mom and my mom were like, oh, Kev should, uh, maybe he could join cross country with friend, right? And I was like, okay. But no, like I went there and I got to hang out with my friend. That was pretty cool. But like, I did the cross country, but I didn't do any of like the running for the meets or any of that because like my freshman year, I got like two Fs, and as a result, that meant I couldn't participate in any of like the athletic things like the meets or any of that or whatever. I couldn't participate or whatever. Um, thank goodness. Good luck. Thank goodness for Fs. But I do like the practice and stuff with them. Like when they would run and do like we'd like run down like there was like a trail, right? We did that sometimes like after school. We'd go to the locker room, we get changed for cross country, and then we go running like on the trail through the woods and stuff. And sometimes we get on like little transportation buses and they take us out to like some parks and stuff when we run the trails over there. So I did that, but I didn't run during any of the meets. But I do like all like the stretches and the exercises, and I go with them to the meets and stuff, and like help set up and all that, whatever. But I got to hang out with my friend. That was pretty cool. I had two friends. There we go. We'll use that hand. I had two friends that were in cross country. I got to hang out with. That was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, so I would say that's literally it. I didn't do any other sports. The my after school activity was go home, play video games. Which is a that's a good thing. I would say video games did a good thing for me. I think it's a matter of like how you make use of it, or like are you using video games to replace something or whatever, depending on how you use it. I think video games are good, right? I talked about this in like one of the streams where I feel like I learned more with reading and learned more about words and things with like context. I think I was during the Elden Ring randomizer. I learned more about like context, like understanding how context is and putting things into context and just understanding a lot of bigger words that I didn't know before, but because of context, I was able to like come up with an understanding for the word. But I would say video games kept me out of like doing, I don't know, other stuff, other things that kids were getting into and stuff. It was like, why would I do that? Like why would I waste money buying that or something where I could just buy video games? It's gonna last me far longer. I'm gonna be much happier. My goodness, video games are fun. I'm just saying, video games are fun. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, um, it's been almost 10 years since I graduated school. Uh, so it's a big part of your life. It's like literally the first 18 years of your life. For me, it was 17 because I was 17 when I graduated. Um, but like that's a big chunk of your life. The world's different outside of school, I will say. I do wish school like taught, you know, what life was going to be like outside of school and actually like taught you useful skills. I would really say the only useful thing you're going to learn in school is like a math class and a language class, cuz math revolves around numbers, like, managing your time and schedule, like when do you need to go to work, when do you need to be to work, how long does it take you, what are your bills, does the job pay enough to like pay your bills, and does it do that and stuff. So you need math for stuff like that. Um, and then you need language class because you need to know how to read, you need to know how to write, you need to know how to communicate. Though I don't really think I don't really think people are good at communicating. I think it's a this is what I think, and either you have to think this or we're enemies now or something. I guess that's more socializing. Maybe they should just have like an actual like socializing class like that teaches you how to correctly socialize with another person, like, and understand that, like, just because you think something doesn't mean everyone has to think that. And if they don't think the same way that you do, that means that they're like your ideological enemy or something. I don't know. It's weird stuff. So I don't know. I would say they need like a math class, a language class, and like a socializing class. And then everything else should be like, practical skills. But I would say like if you're still in school, I would say focus on your math classes. Don't worry about getting answers wrong and stuff. Math is like the same. Like 2 plus 2 is always going to be 2 until like 2032 or something, where people say like 2 plus 2 is blue or something. I don't know. But but I would say, like, like, focus on the math classes, focus on like learning math, focus on the language classes, learn how to read, learn how to write, learn how to socialize correctly. And then if you're ever like, around people that don't socialize correctly, avoid them. It's socialize with, like, people that can socialize correctly. You don't want to be trying to socialize with people who don't know how to socialize, because that you're not going to win anything. Uh, just, I don't know, but yeah. So I should probably wrap this up before it shuts off on me or whatever. So yeah. So again, this is just pretty disorganized. Just me, just kind of thinking out loud, but sharing it with you guys. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Uh, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.